So I think a lot of us who are burned out sort of arrive at this intersection where we have to question, am I sick or do I just hate my life? These types of nonprofits are kept afloat by donors, and donors never want to give money for salaries. They want to give money to survivors. They're like, no, I want it to be for clothes and beds, and nobody wants to pay a salary of somebody that's working at a nonprofit. So you're constantly accepting less than a livable wage for yourself, which makes you food insecure, makes you housing insecure, and you're kind of sold this idea that the work is its own reward. If
Right.
that's not okay with you, that you're somehow immoral. So like there's that going on. But there's also this inherited trauma, as you say, like the secondhand trauma that you're involved with all the time. And it's not happening to me, right? So I feel really guilty feeling traumatized.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
And I end up sort of saying to myself, like, no, your trauma is like you, all you had to do was hear about it, right? Like that doesn't rate. But the thing that I've learned over time is that this doesn't decide what is stress. This does. My body decides what is stress. And I don't get to override that by saying, but it shouldn't really count. No, my body decides what is stress, not me. And I'm spending money out of my vital reserve bank account on all of this inherited trauma while denying that it's actually trauma.
Right, because it's the whole, like, it's all in your head kind of thing too, and we get that when we go conventional medicine, when we start getting sick and we start doing this, especially from a woman's perspective, and we've gotten it from women doctors and men doctors. It is not just a male thing. It is also women. I have been actually listened to more by male doctors than I have female doctors. I tend to choose people to work with that are men. And you get to a point where you're like, I can't have all this be in my head. All of these things have happened. I've listened to all of these stories and it's caused these health problems. And that's now your fault.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah. And you're trying to talk yourself out of it.
Sure.
I think what starts to happen is we don't just wake up one day feeling terrible. It's gradual. It's little by little, where as you are spending your internal reserve on everything that's going on in your external world, you show up with a little less joy. You show up with a little less focus. You show up with a little more weight around your belly. You show up not sleeping as well. And it's really easy when we're in this position to say, I'm depressed, like I'm just depressed, rather than, oh, I don't actually have enough internal money to fund my systems at 100% because of the way that I've been living. So they're not functioning at 100%. They're slowly going downhill. And that is why I feel this way. So I think a lot of us who are burned out sort of arrive at this intersection where we have to question, am I sick or do I just hate my life? Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah.
Does everybody take a beat there for a hot minute?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord. Yeah, that's sucky.
And that's when we go to the doctor.
Right.
And we're like, am I sick?
Yeah.
And the doctor's like, no, you're
you
fine.
just hate your life.
You just hate your life like everyone else. So take an antidepressant. And you're like, okay.